familiar with anything about property is familiar with the expression location, location, location. During this show, we take you behind the doors of some of Kenya's most exclusive properties. We take a closer look at Kuraiha Waterfront and Fairacres country homes, luxury homes within quiet and serene gated communities. The expert segment shares insights on the effects of capping interest rates and what it means for the real estate sector. How do you pick a classic roofing tile that is both cost efficient and works well as a drainage solution? Find out on the MRM segment. Poof and ottoman pieces are practical furniture accessories for your home. Catch that on the accessory spot. On our home ownership segment, we speak to Terry Mungai, who is an inspiration to many and brings the home ownership story closer home.
And the more they refused me, the more I was determined to buy it.
And
the more I wanted it. And finally I got it.
Today's show is full of opportunities. Just sit back, enjoy, and let's get started. As always, there is something for everyone. Let's explore Kuraiha Waterfront homes, the epitome of comfort, style, and luxury.
Kuraiha Waterfront is ideally situated just 35 kilometers northwest of busy downtown Nairobi, along Thika Superhighway and just 10 kilometers southeast of cosmopolitan Thika. Kuraiha Waterfront is uniquely designed both inside and out, with homes boasting intimate settings that attract people with a zest for life. It has 3 different house types to pick from: Villa Type A, Villa Type B, and the Bungalow. Accommodation includes spacious lounge, dining area, wide kitchen, laundry and pantry area, expansive family room, 4 bedrooms ensuite, study, master bedroom with walk-in closet, and indoor zen garden. Salient features include parking spaces, open-air veranda with a pergola, kitchen yard, 2 detached servants' quarters, terrace, 24-hour security on site, gym, home theater or game room, clubhouse, and man-made dam.
I came here because someone told me about these houses, and as I came here, I don't think I'd expected what I see here. It's beautiful, it's serene, the houses are well planned, very good finishing, it's amazing, and I would definitely want to invest here. These are the same houses that in Nairobi would be in the 90s, 100 million, but this is definitely affordable. The same feeling, even better, because now here you have clean air and you have a lake, a beautiful, beautiful lake here. I mean, at the end of the day, when you come from a hard day's job, I mean, you can't beat this. Looking at quality, we've been looking at houses all day, and today, finally, we ended with this. It may be a little far from the city, but with the Thika highway, I mean, it's 20-25 minutes, and we were here. and the kids are happy. They've enjoyed looking at this place, and the setup is absolutely great. As an interested party in terms of purchasing a home, this would definitely be an option. We have seen several properties out there, but this would definitely be an option. It's the freedom that even my kids have been running everywhere, enjoying the compound, enjoying. This is a place I know they can meet friends. This is a place that we can get to meet our peers, and I absolutely have appreciated. Anyone who's not come out here will never know. This is a hidden gem. It's a jewel that anyone ought to invest in. It's sad that I'm telling the whole world about this place because I would want to be one of the first people to, of course, invest it. So, but please come out here. You will know what I'm talking about. Yes. I mean, you can't experience it until you come here. Don't let people tell you about it. Just 25 minutes drive from town, you'll be here.
What attracts me at Kuraiha is that every square inch of this property has been impeccably designed. This property provides everything a discerning buyer is looking for, including panoramic views of the lake. Next, in the heart of Karen, we find Fairacres Country Homes, a development that makes you feel right at home. Let's have a look.
Fairacres is located at Hekima Road or Fairacres Road. It is 13.2 kilometers from the CBD via Langata Road. Fairacres Country Homes is a development of 19 villas built in 2 phases in the heart of Karen, carefully designed to resonate with the environment. Phase 1, which is complete, has 8 units, while Phase 2, which is ongoing, will have 11 units. Each villa is on half an acre with a plinth area of 375 square meters. Features include entry porch, spacious lounge, dining area, large kitchen with center island and high-quality kitchen cabinets, 2 detached servants' quarters, laundry room, 4 bedrooms all en suite, large master bedroom with corner bath and shower, 2 terraces facing rear garden, 4 parking spaces, and carport. Salient features include pool, gym and gym equipment, 24-hour security on site, solar water heating, inverter system in each house to provide power backup, and inverter system for backup to common areas.
Love about Fairacres are the gardens, the outdoor space areas on each property, and the serene environment. The property of the week can take us anywhere from very high-end market, which keeps evolving, to affordable homes. Join me next week as we look at the pros and cons of buying off-plan. Next, the expert segment with insights on the effect of capping interest rates and what it means to the real estate sector. With the new banking amendment bill turning into law, I'm sure you're wondering, what implications this has on the real estate market. I'm joined today by Michael, a tax expert who will give us insights on this hot topic. Karibu sana on the show.
Thank you, Nancy.
And we are back in your beautiful offices.
Thank you. Welcome.
Give us an overview of the bill and how it's going to affect us on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, well, perhaps this bill is recently most controversial bill for good reasons, however. And whereas much has been said, especially by the bankers themselves about the bill, overall I think it's a good bill because, as you know, Nancy, the bankers have been given a chance to self-regulate on the issue of interest. But, you know, for a long time, even when the central bank benchmark on interest rates goes down, the banks have consistently continued to charge very high interest rates. So it's a good bill in the sense that it does force the banks to react to the market realities that they have been charging very exorbitant interest rates that you find nowhere else in the world. If you go to Europe, for example, or in the US, the interest is in the region of about 5% at most, and that makes it affordable to businesses. And the banks in those countries, interestingly, do make huge profits. So there is no, justification by the banks in Kenya that it's going to affect their businesses in any way. They just need to be efficient. And this also comes, Nancy, in the background of technological reforms and digital banking, mobile banking. So the cost of really doing business by banks has gone down. They don't need big banking walls anymore because not many people are in the bank queuing. They don't need so many outlets because everything is now sitting on digital platforms. And I think there is every justification or expectation by Kenyans that the interest rates will continue to even be lower than what they are today.
What are the short-term and long-term effects of this bill?
I would expect that when sanity prevails in our banking society, that they will be ready to self-regulate. That is the best. But in the meantime, because they seem not to have hindered the core by every Kenyan to lower rates, this is obviously going to affect them in the short term, in essence that they are working on predetermined projections on their profits. They have committed resources, whether in terms of taking deposits or whether in terms of infrastructure. And therefore, the banks are going to take a bit of a hit for the moment. But I think the good thing is that this is the hit that every Kenyan has taken for a very long time. So they will share in this burden. The impact is, I'm not expecting that the banks will cut down their staffing or their growth trajectories because of this bill. And in any case, they have been reporting billions and billions of shillings in terms of profits over time. So they got to just come back to reality like any other Kenyan and get used to normal profits and not supernormal profits. The good thing is that obviously the cost of borrowing will immediately come down when this bill is fully implemented. The good side is that the cost of borrowing is significantly going to come down, at least up to 14.5% at the moment. All said and done, the expectation is that to sustain these lower rates, the central bank rate needs to remain stable. And the only way to keep it stable is for the government to avoid borrowing too much locally, because that tends to push up the demand for treasury bills, which in essence crowns out the private market, and is actually the cause of the interest rates going up. So in my view, yes, the cost of borrowing is not going to be cheap, but it's going to be affordable, because at even 14.5%, the cost of borrowing in Kenya is still very high compared to other places where you borrow at 5% or 6%. So it is affordable, it is not cheap, but it is at least welcome for the time being.
Do you think Kenya will be able to see one day a single-digit interest rate?
Vision 2030 aims at that, and I do hope that in my lifetime I will be able to enjoy interest rates at single-digit. That is very possible. But again, Nancy, it is dependent on very many underlying economic factors, the performance of the economy itself, inflation rates. So whereas we want to be ambitious, I think it's also going to be realistic that it will take time for these rates to stabilize to one-digit level. This is going to take time as the country develops. I think it is possible. The strategy that I foresee that banks need to take into account is actually a financial inclusion of every Kenyan, because their strategies to make money going forward and to continue lowering the interest rates will be financial inclusion, where all Kenyans, all people are banked, all people have access to borrowing through the mobile facility or internet, and to make credit available to everyone. This then will help the banks to be making money just like any other company by targeting lending to many people. For example, the rate of uptake for mortgages in Kenya, as you know, Nancy, is too low. Why is it too low? It's because the interest rates are a killer. It is not attractive because many people don't want to commit themselves to high interest rates. It's
for
unaffordable.
a long time.
But if the banks lower the interest rates and it becomes affordable, at least to the working population, then it's very simple for the banks as well to sell more mortgages, make less profits on each of them, but overall make good money because they were serving these mortgages to many people. So yes, it is possible to have single-digit interest rates in our lifetime.
Coming up, a cost-efficient roofing solution.
Trim flute is subtle square-footed profile. Its long flute profile gives it strength and long-spanning capabilities. It yields the best match between strength and economy for roofing in industrial and commercial properties. It ensures great drainage characteristics because of its square flutes. It is also aesthetically appealing and it allows for water harvesting. Trim flute has the following benefits. It is cost-efficient, lightweight, long-lasting, secure, repair-free, and fire-resistant.
Next, a session on how MRM ensures the working environment is healthy and safe.
Health and safety, we deal with matters environment and the health and safety of employees, our neighbors and our visitors. In quality, it's all about ensuring the customer gets quality goods. On business improvement, we look at how we can improve MRM, both in terms of processes and take to the next level. On matters on environment, health and safety, we are guided by the Kenyan laws, principal Kenyan laws, industry standards, and our overall goal of ensuring zero harm, both to the environment, to our employees, to our neighbors, to our visitors, and company assets. And the reason why we've put processes in place to manage this is because we're in a risky environment. It's a manufacturing plant. There are hazards everywhere. And we've put in place mechanisms for managing those hazards through training of people, communication, of course leadership and allocation of resources, responsibilities to people to ensure that every person is responsible and accountable for health and safety. And we've extended this to not just Mariakani, but in every single site where MRM operates. In principle, every visitor or employee or contractor staff that comes, we take them through a health and safety induction. This health and safety induction, we tell them the do's and the don'ts of MRM. Yeah? We'll tell them of the hazards that we have, which are not general. This covers, for example, the PPE compliance requirements for MRM, requirements on alcohol testing and drug use, requirements on which areas you can go to and which ones you cannot, what activities you are authorized to do and which ones you are not, with the principal aim of ensuring there's no harm, both to the visitor and to MRM employees or its assets. We have invested heavily in modern technology to recycle, reuse most of our effluents, and we comply, of course, with the legal requirements as per the industry standards. in terms of the water that we discharge to the environment. We of course carry out tests as required by law and as per industry guidelines to test and monitor to ensure we comply to those requirements. Both for stack emissions or air emissions, waste management as a whole, whether it is solid waste, liquid waste, gaseous waste, we have a process of managing it to ensure that we don't harm the environment again or our neighborhoods. We have invested emergency response equipment technically for our critical risk areas. We have fire engines, effective hydrant system in case of a fire, because fire is one of our major risks. We have emergency vehicles in case an employee gets injured. We have MMC, which takes care of any injury to any worker, either during the day or during the night. So basically, we are well covered in case of any emergency. Again, for us to give consistent quality to our customers, we have established processes which are adhered to, audited and monitored to ensure that the final product that goes to the markets does not just meet the customer's requirement but delights them. This in terms of testing, all the way from our raw materials, in-process testing, final product testing, testing of all the raw materials, and even going to an extent of simulating the performance of our products in the outside environment in collaboration with University of Nairobi to ensure that when you buy our sheets or our coil, and when we give you a warranty, it meets that warranty through proven research-based data that involves the gauge of our sheets, color, coating class, marking or branding to ensure that the critical parameters are well displayed and marked indelible ink on each and every sheet that we sell to a customer. We also ensure that before it leaves our premises, it is well packaged, so that when it gets to the customer, it is in perfect condition as we produced it. Of course, also we've put very capable people in our processes to ensure that the same is achieved. The performance of our products can be proven both in the national testing and in our real-life based test sites, which we have put in Mariakani, in Nairobi, in Diani, and we're having another one in Kisii, to actually demonstrate that what happens when you put an MRM sheet on your roof vis-a-vis our competitors. And I look forward to meet a new challenge to ensure that our customers will get better products. As new technologies evolve, we adopt the technologies, give them even superior products.
MRM roofing tiles comes with an installer who holds your hand all the way. We are taking a short break. We'll be back with practical furniture accessories to have in your home. Kenya Power Connections. The home ownership journey. And the property gallery with a wide range of opportunities. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Poofs are an essential fashion item for home decorators. Here are some chic ideas on how to use poof furniture to add character and style to your home. Poofs are a great way to add pattern and texture to a room and can be used in so many different ways. Place 2 or 3 poofs in the middle of your family room to serve as coffee tables. You can also use it as a tabletop, an instant place for your snacks. Poofs can be used in your child's room as well to add a touch of playfulness and color to the room.
Under a sofa table or console, place a pair of poofs beneath a table in the entry or living room. They add a visual aspect to your room, especially if you play around with colors. You can also pull it out if you need extra sitting space. Used as a footrest, poofs make great accent pieces for your home furnishing. Since they come in different shapes and sizes, you can place it in front of the sofa or chair to make a good footrest. You can use it as a chair to complement your dressing table. In the home office, if you need additional display or reference, keeping a poof near your desk makes work and reading materials easier to access. Adds color to your space. They can be used to bring a pop of color to any room without replacing the main furniture items. This is because it comes in different colors, textures, patterns, and weaves. You can be able to choose the fabric that goes with your space.
Lastly, poofs are affordable, available in all shapes and sizes, and they'll surely change the look and feel of a home. What room in your home looks impossible to decorate? Call on us for that special interior design tip. Next, Kenya Power Connections.
Recently, KPLC has undertaken many steps to ensuring the provision of safe, legal, and affordable power to all. Through joint efforts with strategic institutions, more Kenyans are benefiting from access to electricity, with both new and existing customers enjoying better quality of electricity services.
Kama serikali tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba tunaweka usawa. Ndio hata hapa kwenu shule nusu peke yake ilikuwa imewekwa stima. Lakini tukiongea sasa hivi imebaki shule 15 peke yake. Na nishamwambia waziri ya kwamba ndani ya miezi mitatu shule zote za Nyamira ziwe zimewekwa stima. Vile tumekuja katika kijiji hii katika ile hali ya kusambaza stima. Mumeambiwa 2013 watu 15,000 peke yake walikuwa na stima hapa Nyamira. Tukiongea leo watu 40,000 wamepata stima. Na kwa mpango hii tumeweka Nyamira County tumewapangia milioni 500 ya kuweka stima kwa manyumba ya wananchi. Moja yao ikiwa ya Bwana Mandera hapa. Hii tumeanzia hapa. Na mumesikia kwamba wale watu wa kijiji hii ndani ya wiki moja kila mtu atakuwa amewekewa stima.
Stima ulilipia pesa ngapi ndio uwekewe mzee?
Niliwekewa bure.
Umekaa miaka kama ngapi bila stima?
Miaka mingi kutoka usari wangu kama mimi niko na miaka 72 bado sijapata stima. Nilikuwa natumia sola. Sikuwa kama nitafikiria kama nitapata.
Unaona stima italeta tofauti gani katika hii maisha yako kwa nyumba na jamii yako?
Stima itaweza kuniletea maneno mzuri, wa kuona mji yangu mzuri, ya kuona hata vitu yangu mzuri, ng'ombe sipigwe, mji nakuwa na ng'ara. Na watoto watasoma shule, watasoma kwa vitabu mzuri kwa maana iko stima. Hiyo itakuwa na manufaa mpaka kwa watoto wa nyumbani ya wajukuu.
Unaona unaweza fanyia kazi nyingine gani kwa kutumia hii stima?
Itatengeneza vitu mingi tu kwa simu. Itaweza kuweka kwa redio ngwe, hata kuchomea naye vitu, hata milango, hata kitu kitaweza patikana utachoma tu, hata kinyusi ya nywele.
Unaweza semaje kwa serikali kwa kukuletea hii stima ina malipo?
Nitapika asante sana, hata watu yote serikali mimi napikia hao asante sana.
Nafanya hoteli. Alikuwa mnatumia tu toi tu peke yake, naanza kazi saa ile na kwa kisa hivi nafunga kiwa saa 10 hivi. Biashara kiendelea mzuri. Nafika saa 1 hivi nafunga naenda. Vitu tu alikuwa kidogo bado endelea mzuri. Ndio sasa hiyo shida nafunga mbema hivyo.
Kazi ninafanya hii business tu ya hoteli. Kwa tunatumia taa. Nilikuwa ni kuambukiza kama watoto kifua, kukoa sana. Biashara iko inaendelea mzuri. Itakuwa mzuri sababu mbeleni kila riziki ilikuwa inapita sababu tulikuwa tunafunga saa 1 na watu walikuwa wanahangaika. Tutakuwa ninafunga kama mwana biashara saa 4. Itaweza kunisaidia sababu ninaweza charge na mwangaza sawa iko, watoto wanaweza soma naye. Lakini mbeleni watoto hata kwa shule walikuwa wanafuruta, lakini sasa nitaona ataweza pita. Nikiwa na nguvu ninaweza weka hata video, ninaweza fanya kazi nyingine ya kuweka mafuta, itaweza saidia. Ninaweza pongeza hawa sababu wametutoa kwa giza, ametuweka nuru.
Mother gets up early for another working day. Na kama Tony, she has to make her way. Huko Kisumu, the nets are almost ready. Kazi kwenye lines is going real steady. Na huko Pwani, there's business to be done, both for Mama Amina and for John. Ingawaji wakati mwingine, things don't always work out the way we want them to. Tunajua just how hard it is to work in the dark of night. But the future's looking brighter, of that you can be sure. Popote ulipo nchini Kenya na chochote ufanyacho, you can be sure Kenya Power is there. Working hard, just like you. Kenyans supply the energy. We supply the power.
Stay connected with Kenya Power. Engage them on their social media platforms to get all your electricity needs sorted. Today we are talking to a real estate mogul, beauty practitioner, a visionary, and a mother on her journey to home ownership. She will also be sharing with us a few tips on owning a successful business. Karibu sana on the show.
Thank you, Nancy, for having me.
Thank you for having us, Terry. What a journey.
Yes, it has been, a journey.
Terry, I would like you to give us an overview. Who is Terry? Many people see you and just see you looking so glam and they don't know where you've come from. Who is Terry?
Terry Mungai, like you said, is a mother, a wife, an entrepreneur. And I have come so far.
How has the journey been?
It's been a good journey with its own challenges, but very rewarding. Yeah.
Very rewarding is the word.
Yes.
Okay, let's start off. How did you begin your journey into the property ladder? What did you do and how was that?
I was brought up in Nakuru. When I moved from Nakuru to Nairobi, I rented my first house on Raptor Road. Those days, Raptor Road
I remember
was
SM Miners.
SM Miners place.
Yes.
And before SM Miner, we know that those flats were owned by Kenya Airways. Yes, so I rented a house there. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, and it was only 3,000 shillings. And then 3,000 shillings is your today's 30,000 shillings.
And how did you afford?
I was working with Alico. I was being paid on commissions, and the harder you work, the more you were rewarded. So it was nice, and it was a beautiful place to live in. So when I was ready to purchase my own flat, many people told me to go to Eastlands or Imaradaima, and I was like, I've never lived there, so why should I own a property there? I want to stay in Westlands. I'm in love with Westlands, so that's where I'll buy my first apartment.
Wow. So how did you identify your apartment? How did you arrange your finances?
I went round, since I was already living in Westlands, and those days Westlands was the place to be. So I went round, I saw this block of maisonette, and only 8 in the compound, and I fell in love with it. Somebody had told me there was one that was vacant, but it was not for rental, it was for sale. So I approached the owner to buy, and the minute the neighbors found out that she wanted to sell to a non-Asian, they were even offering to buy it themselves.
Wow.
Yeah.
They didn't want an African to own it.
They did not want an African to live amongst them. And the more they refused me, the more I was determined to buy it. And the more I wanted it. And finally I got it. It's just, I think it's the fear of unknown, because they had never lived with an African amongst themselves. But by the time I left that place, we were so close, we were friends. Up to now, we are friends.
Wow, you were family.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
But how I managed to get that, I had a very good employer, that is Diners Club International. And when we started a Diners finance company, Diners Finance, we were now being offered mortgages, and I was the first one to be offered that mortgage. Yeah, so the interest rate was not so high, so I could afford to buy that. Yeah.
You know, many people, I'm sure, are watching and saying, you must have managed because you are at Diners. You know, even if you're taking a mortgage, you need to use some savings.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it was not easy. It meant really working hard. Again, the jobs I have enjoyed the most is the jobs that reward you. The more you work, the more you are rewarded. Diners Club International, we were being paid on commissions. You had a basic, and then depending on your needs, you worked really hard to be able to earn enough money to afford your
what you wanted.
What you wanted. Exactly. And in this instance, remember, I'm saving the 3,000 I used to pay as rent, and here, by the way, the repayment was 15,000 only for an apartment worth 1.2 million then.
Wow.
Yes.
But even at that time, 15,000 was almost like 150,000.
It was 50% my income. Yes. Yes.
50% you'd pay your mortgage.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that journey was very rewarding.
It was. First, staying in Westlands, my own maisonette, single,
ready to mingle.
It was something. I felt very fulfilled.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
And you know, homes give people a lot of security.
They do. They do.
Inspiring home ownership journey continues next week. Let's take a look at other properties available in the market.
Homes, located in Athi River Town, is a development dedicated to providing hardworking families with affordable, well-constructed homes in thriving communities. Karibu Homes have both standard and superior living options. Phase 1 of the development is complete and is 60% sold out. The phases comprises of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom houses. Athi 1 consists of 1-bedroom houses built on 30 square meters. Athi 2 consists of 2-bedroom house built on 55 square meters. And Athi 3 consists of 3-bedroom house built on 70.75 square meters. The Athi homes have standard finishes with common features including open-plan living room and dining area, steel casement windows and brass curtain fittings, kitchen with inbuilt cupboards and an adjacent utility area with Adobe sink, master bedroom ensuite and other bedrooms share a tiled bathroom, built-in wardrobes and enhanced finishes. The Tana homes have superior finishes with common features such as attractive open-plan living and dining room, kitchen and utility area, ceramic tile floors, steel casement windows and brass curtain fittings, master bedroom ensuite, separate shared tiled bathroom and shower, built-in wardrobes and enhanced finishes. Salient features include commercial center with shops, health clinic, nursery schools and daycare, riverside walk, basketball court, children's playground, recreational square, community center, water tank and borehole, street lighting, pedestrian walkway, gatehouse and cobble-paved roads. The price guide for the Athi homes is from 2.94 million Kenya shillings. The price guide for the Tana homes is from 3.65 million Kenya shillings. Fourways Junction Villas Phase 1 are part of a development comprising of villas and apartments built in a serene and quiet environment off Kiambu Road. The villas are designed in courtyard of approximately 1/7 of an acre. Accommodation includes lounge with fireplace opening to a veranda, separate dining, 4 bedrooms with 3 bathrooms, visitors' cloakroom, modern kitchen with a storage area, laminated wooden floors, large windows to allow in natural light, high ceilings and wrought iron railings, Adobe area and DSQ. Salient features include electric fencing, 24-hour security, lovely gardens, solar water heating, borehole, sewer, exterior lighting, garbage disposal, intercom to each villa from gatehouse and cobble-paved pathways. Price is on inquiry. About 10 minutes drive from Naivasha town lies the opulent Naivasha Grandview Estate. The property guarantees a brilliant panoramic view of Lake Naivasha and it is 500 meters from the highway. Naivasha Grandview is only a 3-minute drive from Moi South Lake Road and is close to recreational facilities like Eneshipai Resort and Spa, Sweet Lake, Camp Colonies and Kongoni Lodge. The price guide for an 1/8 of an acre plot is 600,000 Kenya shillings. And for a 1/4 acre, it is 1.2 million Kenya shillings. Let's hear firsthand. The ACL plots are located in Kitengela in a quiet, serene and level terrain ready for development. The plots are an 1/8 of an acre with amenities such as water and electricity available for connection. It is 3 kilometers off the Kitengela-Namanga Road at the Olutoroto Junction near the KAG University. The price guide for these plots is 800,000 Kenya shillings each. Don't miss this opportunity to own a plot.
Whether you're looking for your dream home, looking to find ideal tenants, or are looking to understand the real estate landscape, we are here to take you from where you are to where you want to be. Just visit our First Avenue offices and let's talk. Thank you for watching The Property Show. This conversation continues on investment opportunities available in the market, engaging key drivers in the real estate landscape on our social media platforms. Every week, we share an in-depth look on the evolving property market, keeping you informed on all things property. Be sure to tune in next Sunday as we focus on the savings from buying off-plan. Keep It Property Show, where dreams come true. Thank you once again. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.